little hands. The world is yours. Hold it close with open arms. Little feet with miles ahead.
Hey guys, it's Lisa and today's May 23rd, 2014. It's Friday and you're watching my 25-week pregnancy vlog. Tomorrow, Saturday, I will be 26 weeks. Wow. So I got a coupon in the mail from Johnson's. It's offered for one trial of Johnson's take-along pack. In the take-along pack there seems to be a pair of breast pads, some shampoo, body wash, baby lotion, baby powder, Penitin. Anyway, so that's free. That's pretty exciting. And then I got a sample pack from a pharmacy here in Canada called Shoppers, and it came with a card and it says, "Enjoy every moment. Congratulations. We wish you all the best as you start this exciting adventure. Don't forget, we're here for you every step of the way with helpful advice, great savings, and tons of rewards. Sincerely, the VIB team," very important baby is what it stands for, at Shoppers Drug Mart. This is what it looks like. It's a rectangle. It includes the cutest little bib. It says, VIB, it's all about me. So cute. Just have to wash it. And then comes with a pair of breast pads, which is great. 2 newborn diapers with wetness indicators. So we're going to have lots of newborn diapers to bring to the hospital with. Actually, there's 3 of them in there. In our hospital bag. And then we've got some coupons here to receive 1,500 Shoppers Optimum bonus points for me. And then I can give one to a friend and they can receive 1,500 points. Johnson's Head to Toe Baby Wash. Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. Aveeno Baby Fragrance Free Daily Lotion with natural colloidal oatmeal. Then there's this stuff called La Roche-Posay. It's Lipicar Balm AP, and apparently it's anti-irritations, and it doesn't have any parabens, no perfumes. It helps with extreme dryness, atopy-prone skin for babies, children, and adults. It's a lipid replenishing body balm. So, like I said, anti-irritation, anti-scratching. So kind of reminds me of that stuff, calamine lotion that you put on. It's pink and it's supposed to be anti-scratching. So I don't know if this is something similar. But apparently it's quickly absorbed, and the whole thing that it's fragrance free is really good. It's supposed to be for people with sensitive skin, so in case the baby has sensitive skin, we'll try this on her. It's a sample. And then, last but not least, there's Mustela BB Cleansing Gel for Hair and Body, Newborn Baby, without parabens, phthalates, or any phenyloxyethanol, and it's hypoallergenic. So that's really good. And apparently it can be used from birth on, and it does not sting the eyes. Rinse carefully. And not supposed to use on preemies though, but it's definitely formulated to minimize the risk of allergic reactions. So that's what came with that. And also, it came with, if you're like an Optimum member, it came with a bunch of ways to get points. Like, get 3,000 Optimum points when you buy Huggies Little Snugglers, Pampers Swaddlers, 3,000 points, and so on and so forth. Like, there's like 10-15 coupons in here that you can get points for, and when you get 8,500 points, you get $10 off. You didn't get any clothes or anything yet this week, so I don't have anything to vlog about that. All this stuff is going to come in handy when it comes to seeing what she's going to be able to use and not use, because you never know if your baby's going to have some sort of sensitivity to a product. And so getting to try out these products is really important for me, and it should be, I imagine, important for other parents, because you don't want to be knowingly giving your child something that is making them itch or not feel good. I went to the OB, and it was a great appointment, although a little rushed because she was on call and she had to go do an emergency C-section. She checked the baby's heartbeat. The heartbeat was between 150 and 160, so really strong. I have gained a pound in the last month, so I'm up 7 pounds of the 15 pounds I'm allowed to gain. So I'm at 222 pounds. The OB said that I was measuring well, so it's really good. She forgot to check my blood pressure, but I asked her about the white strings that I was getting, and I don't know if you remember, or if you've been watching my vlogs, you might remember me saying that whenever I seemed to like walk around for like 45 minutes or more, my panties would be saturated with some sort of liquid, whether that be from my bladder or whether that be fluid from the amniotic sac or what. Not too sure, but she said that since it's only when I walk and it's only been like 3 or 4 times, that she doesn't think it's anything to worry about. She said, but if I do wake up some morning and all of a sudden my panties have a bunch of liquid on them for no reason at all, to go to labor and delivery and have them do a quick test, which will say if the amniotic fluid is how it's supposed to be. Now, another thing is that she booked my next set of blood tests, the gestational diabetes test. That'll be at the beginning of June, so in just a couple of weeks. I will be going to get a 30-week ultrasound, which will be able to tell if the amniotic fluid is good as well. So she doesn't see any concern, but she did test me to see if there was a yeast infection or something, since, you know, I'm having these white little strips and still having some yellow mucus coming out of there. She wants to just be sure, so she got me to swab, and I gave her that sample, and she's going to test it. And I'll know next time when I go and see her. This week, I have been dreaming a lot. Like, so freaking much, it's not even funny. Like, a lot of the time, when I wake up, I still feel tired. And so I've napped a little bit here and there, but I've been going to bed really late. And I don't know, like, I just feel a little stressed out with different things. Just going on early leave is a great thing, but it kind of stresses me out that, you know, I won't be making any money from now until like December, January of next year, and that's frustrating. And then there's no guarantee that I'll even make money then. So, oh well, it is what it is, you know. I'm still going to go outside if it's a nice day, bring Honesty for a walk, take pictures. I'm gonna take pictures of her. I'm not just gonna let my dream go. It's more than just a career. It's, for me, it's a hobby. It's a passion. And for me to just say, oh, well, I'm on maternity leave now, I'm just going to stop taking pictures, just isn't me. I haven't been sleeping as much as I'd like to some days. And some days I was really energetic, which was weird. I felt empowered for standing my ground in a situation I was in this week. The lump in my armpit got larger at the beginning of the week, so I was really worried and I couldn't sleep due to worrying. I was red-faced after a while after walking. We went for like a 20-minute walk on Saturday last week, and I was red-faced, and we went for little walks on other days too, but that day I was red-faced. It was a hot day too. Like I said, yellow mucus again in my vagina and my nose, and I had some weird sharp pains in my labia this week, a few times here and there, mostly in the evening, and apparently that's normal. And I had diarrhea a couple times this week, and undigested stool. I think I'm noticing I might have an intolerance to tomatoes and peppers, which is annoying because I like both those things, mostly tomatoes. Like, I like pizza, I like salad with tomatoes in it, I like eating tomatoes just like that. So annoying, right? But I'm going to check and make sure, because I don't want to be too hasty and just take it in my diet. So I'm going to eliminate it and then bring it back soon. Then something weird started this week. Getting itchy in different parts of my body for elongated amounts of time, like an hour, 2 hours, like when I was worried. That's when it started, and that was on the Saturday. And it itched. It was like on the side of my like leg / hip, and I was like just scratching, and a little bit on my arm was itchy. And then the next night it happened again, and it hasn't really happened too much, but I got allergy bump on my arm, and was itching around there. Itched a bit on my belly today, so it's good now, but when I first woke up, oh my gosh, so itchy. And then I've been really tired this morning because I only got like 6 hours of sleep, so I'm pretty tired. And then I had a heavy pelvis quite a few times this week, but not a lot. I had grapefruit and cranberry juice one day, and that was on Sunday, and I was really tired after I drank it. So that's not a good sign. And I peed a lot that day because I drank a lot. Like, I drank a lot of water and stuff. Oh yeah, and then this is where that red small allergy bump on my right arm or shoulder. Then I had more tooth pain on the top left. And when I was just sitting there after we got back from a family event, I all of a sudden felt a weird feeling over here on my tooth, and so put my tongue up there. I'm like, oh my god, I lost more of the tooth that the dentist just worked on. So what's really sad is that he should have known that if there was a crack or something there, that he was going to have to just remove the tooth or whatever. So he does this work, charges me up the ass for it. Thankfully, we have coverage. But I mean, still, any little bit of money that comes out is money that we can't use for other things. And we budget for some emergencies, but you can only budget so much. And, you know, money only goes so far. And for him not to make a good judgment call, and just a couple of weeks to a month later, more of my tooth is falling out, this guy's not going to get much of our money, I'll tell you that much. I've had a little bit of nausea in the last week. Like today, I felt nauseous just before I ate, and I felt nauseous on Sunday in the morning. So like the itching seems to be mostly at night, anytime I itch. Then I start looking it up, and it's apparently there's a condition called ICP, I forget what it stands for. But it's like a liver condition. I'm like, oh my god, like seriously, enough is enough. And they said like it would have to be like persistent itching day in and day out. And so far it was only like 2-3 days, like evenings for like an hour or two. So I don't know if that would be considered persistent. I should have brought it up to the OB, but I just didn't have time. She was in a rush. So, next time I'll definitely be asking her. That's another thing, like, that bothers me. It's creating a lot of anxiety for me, is that I'm constantly worrying about having this and having that. And, oh my god, do I have, you know, ICP? Do I have You know, the breast cancer. That breast appointment is next week, and just, there's too much to, like, I feel almost like a hypochondriac, and to the point of being a, what do they call it, a cyberchondriac or something, I forget. There's a new term now out there for people who look up stuff on the internet and think, oh, that's what I have. But I'm not completely like that, but I just always feel like I have something, and then I'm like, well, if my tooth is falling out, there's got to be a reason. There's got to be some underlying health issue there, you know. And then, like, my OB is sending me for blood work, but she's not sending me to get a workup on my vitamins and minerals. And it's like she seems to think that, oh, if something's wrong with your complete blood count, or there's something wrong with your thyroid, or something wrong with this, or whatever, then there's an issue, and then we can figure out what it is. And so, of course, you can tell she's a doctor of, you know, modern medicine, because she's not even looking into the, this is the first time I've ever heard that. Every time I hear about people getting blood tests, so far, they've always told me they get their nutrient levels checked and everything. So I'm kind of weirded out that she's not checking my iron, she's not checking my B12, my vitamin D, my calcium, all those different important vitamins and minerals that are necessary for baby and I. Thinking of calling my family physician to do just a general checkup and to ask him to send me for those blood tests. That's the thing. I was like, are we going to get me sent, are we going to check my nutrients? She's like, oh, do you want to be sent to a nutritionist? I know about nutrition. I'm not stupid. Like, anyways, so I just said, okay, sure, why not? But what she doesn't realize is, and I'll probably tell her this next time if I don't hear from a nutritionist by then, but I'll probably say, look, the thing is that you're going to send me to this place. I already know what I'm doing. What I was trying to tell you, like, I just didn't have time to contest with her and sit there and argue. Because she had to go. But the thing is like, if I know that there's a certain nutrient missing, then I can eat more of a food that contains that nutrient, or I can supplement. I don't want to be supplementing having the fact that I have enough, you know, calcium, or I have enough B12, or I have enough this or that. Because if I do, what's the point of supplementing or eating more of a food with that in it? Like the fat-soluble vitamins, you're not supposed to take more than you need each day, because if you do, then you're going to overdose. There can be some adverse effects with taking too much of those nutrients. Fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K, are very important to get in the amounts that are recommended, rather, or a little higher. Like for someone who's pregnant, vitamin D, it's controversial. Some say you should get about 1,000 to 4,000 while you're pregnant. Anything more than 4,000, they say, can be toxic. But then you talk to other people or you read other research, and they're saying anything more than 10,000 IUs. Sorry, I didn't tell you the unit. International unit is toxic. And you can get enough vitamin D just by going out in the sun, but the issue becomes, I live in Canada, and the sun, sure, may be out in the winter, but it's not powerful enough. Rays aren't powerful enough to give the body the vitamin D. The thing about vitamin D, you've got to be out at a certain time of day, and depending on your skin, it will determine how long you need to be out in the sun. I would need to be out in the sun, say that the UV is high enough to burn in 15 minutes. I would probably only need to be out there for half of that time to absorb at, say, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, to absorb the proper amount of vitamin D. Now, the darker skin you are, the longer you need to stay out. The lighter skin you are, the the shorter amount of time you need to stay out in the sun to get the maximum amount of vitamin D for your body. Because that's the one thing about that fat-soluble vitamin, is that our body creates it once we get sunshine on our body. Now, it's very important to have more than just your face and your arms out in the sun. You would want your back or your legs, or go to the beach and be in a bikini. But then after that 10 minutes, get in the shade, put a hat on, start putting some sunscreen on. Then I've noticed that my feet are really dry and cracked, and on my left side it's painful in some of the cracks, and it's even yellowish, which is weird. Like, everything's happening on my left side, it seems. Like, the armpit thing, this breast is the worst. It's larger and it looks like a different shape. And then my foot, and just so many different things. So it makes me wonder what the heck's imbalanced on this left side of my body that's creating so many issues here. I did notice in the last day that some of the swelling went down in my armpit, so that's really good news. I did start taking 3,000 IUs vitamin D drops. I was told by a natural pharmacist who sells vitamins and stuff that it's actually more beneficial to put the drops on skin and let it absorb through the skin than it is to put in the mouth. So I've been doing that and still taking my prenatal. I'm going to be starting to take omegas and probiotics at some point as well, because I was on those antibiotics and I need to get my good bacteria, my flora, back up and going so that I can give my baby some good flora when she's born. I have those appointments coming up, and then in the next few weeks, Matthew and I have some classes to go to, like a breastfeeding class at the end of June, and in the middle of June we have a prenatal nutrition class to go to, and then July we have the labor and delivery class, and at the end of June is the baby shower, so don't forget to get your gifts in. When I say this, I'm not trying to make people feel guilty, okay? I just want to put that out there. I'm not saying that anybody has to get a gift. I just know that there were some people that said they wanted to. So if you didn't say you wanted to, don't, you know, be like, oh, I'm sorry I can't give you a gift or whatever. You know who you are. But I appreciate support. I appreciate the love. It's up to you, and if you decided not to, that's cool too. It takes a while to get here because it has to go somewhere. It reroutes now. It never used to do that. Our mail system was a lot quicker, but now it reroutes to somewhere else in Canada and then comes to us. And so it takes a little longer sometimes to get here, and I wouldn't want it that somebody did spend money or made us something and went to send it to us and then we couldn't get it because July 1st is the cutoff. Like, we don't have the P.O. box anymore after that. So if you do want to send us something, get to it. It's in the description. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day or evening and a wonderful weekend. Namaste.